Hello, thank you for tuning in to this week's reading. While these readings are valid for whenever you come to them, I did want you to show you the tarot cards I'm going to be using for this one. This one's the Awakened Tarot. There's a website on the back. It doesn't really give the creator, and the book is stuck. So I will give you the website though, myryve.com. Feel free to check that out if you're interested. For the Oracle cards, supportive Oracle cards, I will be using You Are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace, illustrations by Elaine Marzin. The website on this one, rockpoolpublishing.com.au. A is an apple, U is an umbrella. And in case you're interested, the dice I use are just regular game dice. In case you're interested, I got them on Amazon. Not that I show the dice very often, but sometimes people ask me where the dice are from. They're metal dice from online. And that's what they look like. Alright. And now on to your reading. Hello Libra. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. Already shuffled the cards. Let's see what we have for Libra. Is something going backwards? Like, is this situation playing out backwards? How would that happen? Okay. Huh. This is very interesting. Okay, we'll see how that plays out, but something is playing out backwards. I keep getting that. It's kind of like this should have happened before. I feel like that's why I'm saying it's happening backwards, or it's almost like we have the first floor of the house built and now we're going to build the basement. It feels backwards. Something feels very backwards here. And I feel like I don't know if it's when you got involved with the situation, but at some point you realized that this situation was missing pieces. Maybe that's a better way to describe this. It's a situation that's missing pieces. It has been missing pieces. It's kind of like, it looks like the car is ready to go, but it's missing brakes, it's missing the motor, it's missing this pipe. It's missing things to keep it from to get it to actually move. It's missing pieces. And it's like we already bought the car, and now we're putting it together. Like, this is backwards. This feels backwards to me. Okay. You've known this. You've known this, though. I'm getting with this situation, you knew that there was either pieces missing, or it's like it's being built backwards. I keep getting like we're doing it backwards. It's like we bought the house before we bought the land. You know what I mean? If you were buying like a mobile home or whatever, or something like that, or maybe you bought a kit to build a log cabin, like that was a big thing for a while there. I don't know if it still is, honestly. It's like you bought that, but you don't have any place to put it yet. And I'm like, this doesn't make sense. Like, this doesn't make sense. We're going backwards. It feels like that. Anything else I need to say about that? It's been causing delays because of it too, and it's kind of like, well, that makes sense. At least that part makes sense. It's delayed because of it. Okay, I just want to let go of it because it's getting a little frustrating, because it's kind of like you can't do anything with it because it's out of order in a painful way. It drives me crazy the thought of buying a house and having nowhere to put it. That drives me mad. It drives me nuts. But I guess. So what's happening next is a good question. You're putting into a lot of effort, kind of like, oh my God, if we don't find a place to stick this house, then what? It's kind of like, we have to fix it. We have to figure it out. It's almost like I don't even want to think of where this is going to go if we don't find a place to put this house. I mean, the best that can happen is like maybe we have an opportunity that comes forward because of this that we weren't expecting. Okay, but we got to move forward. We got to make a decision. And you're trying to actively get this decision to happen. At the same time, you don't seem to be able to. There's a block, or, okay. You're trying to, You can't seem to make it happen though. I feel like if this is gonna hit for the people this is gonna hit for anyway, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Two of Swords, a block. Okay. But judgment in your favor from it. Okay. Alright, let's see what's going. You got these energies coming in. You got the Devil and Temperance. Somebody's just being difficult. Somebody else is just kind of trying to roll with it and just waiting for the... I feel like they're waiting for the storm to pass. Meanwhile, it's been a full week, and you're like, this storm is going on for quite a while. Like, how is this storm continuing for a full week? It's kind of like, waiting. I see that we're still waiting. Blah, 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 blah. It is going to take a minute. It's not... there's panic. I feel like I'm stressed. I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is not how this should be going. Other people are trying to work with you on it, but there's whoever's not trying to work with you or whatever's not working is not letting go. But you have Justice, and that's your card. That's the Libra card. And then the Three of Wands. Things are going to move forward, but because of how this is working, there's going to be a moment where it's got to go somewhere. It's not staying here. And it's almost like I have to find a place to put it. This situation is going to change really fast. And I feel like the person or whatever's causing the issue, the Devil card here, ironically is going to solve it themselves. Okay. It's coming. It's going to happen really quick. This energy is going to solve itself. I'm not saying you're going to like that, but let's keep going. Let's keep going. So this is what would not work. Can we get a little bit more definition on that? Don't try to help this energy. Don't try to help, because I feel like you're trying to very carefully like give ideas, but kind of stay like as like, when I see this card, this is more of like a solitary card usually, but I feel like I'm putting information out there. It's like I'm trying to help the Devil figure out what they need to do. These are both Earth cards. The Devil card sometimes talks about Capricorn. Doesn't mean you have to be dealing with a Capricorn. But it's kind of like very restrictive, very boundaries, very Earth. Very, 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 very Earth. This is also an Earth card. What would not work is trying to give this energy ideas or possibilities in the sense of like, oh, I saw this. I thought I'd just leave it for you. Not trying to really direct it, but just trying to like make the situation work out in a way like at least they have options. Don't give them options is what I'm getting. Because I got like the Eight of Cups half in, half out, and the Emperor half in, half out. Ironically, it's I feel like you're trying to very quietly and carefully help, but like you're just trying to like support this. Like you got to do what you got to do. I understand you got to do. I just thought you'd like to see these options here. I'm not trying to direct anything. I just wanted to let you just so you know. I keep getting that with this card. Even though it's a solitary card, I keep feeling like there's all these possibilities. I just wanted to let you know that they're there. If you want any of them, great. If you don't, I understand. That's not helping this. What is helping is ironic. Completely ignore it. Completely ignore it. It seems like that might be counterintuitive, kind of like, all right, that sounds. I would like to ignore it, but this could crash and burn if I do. It's kind of like I'd love to, but I don't know if that's really responsible with me. For the people this is going to hit with, I feel like this is kind of like you're going to cringe and be like, what? What? I'm even cringing at it, quite frankly. Knight of Cups and the Magician half in, half out. Okay, so I'm kind of getting why. I keep getting ignore it. Just keep away from it. Ignore it, pretend it's not happening. Now, if you want to do some private research and keep it to only you, about opportunities and things that could go in your favor if this goes where you need it to go, do not share this information at all. Because there's going to be a moment where it's kind of like, okay, it's almost like, say it's Thursday. And say it's the 4th of whatever month. I don't know. It's Thursday, and they're like, oh my God, we have to get this out of here, or they're going to, they're going to start charging us something, or whatever. Whoever the devil card is like, we have to do it now. We have to move it, or they're going to do this, whatever that is, some type of repercussion. Say they're going to ship it 300 miles away or they're going to sell the one we bought to somebody else, and we have to wait for the next one to come. There's something here that they don't like. There's some type of repercussion. Either we move it today, or they're going to move it for us, and we're not going to like that. That's when you get to jump in real quick and be like, all right, I'll take care of it. It's like the magician pops up with the Knight of Cups. You can't let it be known that you knew what to do. You can't give those options. You can't even say that there were options. You got to wait for this energy to go, oh, freak out, I don't know what to do. We got to move it today or we're screwed. All right, I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. Just give me the information, I'll take care of it. And then you just move it where you want to. And you don't ever talk about the options that you had. That's how this works out for the best. It seems crazy, but I get what needs to happen here, and you will make a great option. You will make a great decision. You'll also gain an ally. That devil has made a lot of enemies throughout this situation. I don't know. I feel like you still can't. I feel like you got to keep it to yourself that you researched options. If you do, you got to keep that to yourself. You really do. You got to make it look like, oh, chips were down. I moved quickly. I did the best. And look at that. I chose great. Isn't that awesome? Libra chose great. Isn't that great? Just let that be. Just let that be. Because I feel like the devil has made a lot of enemies. And if you just make it look like you just did what you had to do and you got it done, no judgment, no foul, you just did what you had to do, you just keep it to yourself, why you chose what you chose, you're just like, yeah, well, I mean, the chips were down, we had to do something, and this was available, so I just took it. It's going to turn out to be a great decision. Now, if other people figure out how that worked out, then they figure out how that worked out. But I'm getting there's somebody else here, I feel like they're not very happy with the whole devil thing going on here. Whatever that is in this situation, they're not happy with it. I feel like Libra will know what to say and what not to say. I just feel like you will. This energy, I kind of have that weird feeling like they're going to have this vendetta energy going on here. It's not really something I feel like is really a Libra thing to be a part of, but I could be wrong. Yeah, this energy could cause some damage. This vendetta energy against the devil, that's going to show up afterwards. Be aware of it. I feel like you will anyway, but this could cause more problems down the road. What are you supposed to do with it, though? This energy could deconstruct the whole thing. Be careful. Do not confide in this energy, even though they're intelligent and you like them for some reason. Do not tell them. Keep it to yourself how you made a decision, because I feel like if they find out what you did and how you made that great decision, they're going to weaponize it against the devil. This is not going to go well. Don't do it. Don't. Just be careful. Make the decision. Do what you have to do to make this work out right, and then you got to keep it to yourself. And I know that Libra likes to talk, but I really think of Libra as, even though you guys like to talk, you're a very skilled communicator, you know how to get around, or just don't even go into that subject. Stay away from the whole subject. Just don't even talk about that subject. I feel like that's what this is a lot about. It's not just about the advice to make this work out for the best, but it's also about be aware of this vendetta energy and what somebody's getting ready to weaponize against the devil. I mean, it doesn't matter if it makes sense. It's not going to help the situation. Keep that in mind. All right, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4. astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same in email. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.